Hey, so this is Freddie from the Vaccines. I've made 8 patches for the new Boss GT-100 and we're going to go through them today. This first patch is called I Want You So Bad. It's a digital delay patch. It's a tube screamer and a digital delay. And we thought it up in the studio. We were trying to think of a way to fill up a lot of space without kind of traditional reverb or distortion. So it's a kind of very quick delay with a very long repeat time. This next patch is called I Always Knew. It's a pitch vibrato sound, and it was really the kind of first thing I ever did with the Boss multi-effects unit. We were in this great studio in Belgium, and they had this like lockers and racks of pedals and this huge warehouse, and we must have tried like 100 pedals because the original Boss vibrato pedal is super rare, and we just couldn't get the sound we wanted. The producer at the time, Ethan Johns, was just like, oh, we'll just grab that, try that one out, and we got the multi-effects unit, and it just had the perfect, super simple pitch vibrato effect, and that was kind of really what started my relationship with Boss multi-effects stuff in the studio as well as live, because they're just so simple and easy and quick, and it just, you know, you should never really have to spend more than 5 seconds trying to find a sound. It should just be immediate. The next patch is called If You Wanna. It's when we did the song in the studio, we actually stacked 3 guitars on top of each other, like 3 different octaves playing straight notes, and obviously we can't do that live, so the idea was to try and make the kind of fullest sound we could think of. So it's a kind of reverb sound with a low octave and a high octave and a kind of reflective delay, and it's just supposed to be like waves crashing into each other in a storm, and just kind of this never-ending, kind of foaming, big, it's kind of almost like self-generating sound. And it sounds like this. This next patch is called Handsome. It's from our new song, Handsome, and it's a slap sound with a bit of octave on it, and we were thinking in the studio, we listened to a lot of combat rock, and we were like, how can we get that sound, but kind of update it to make it sound like, you know, it's Mick Jones playing in 2015 or something. And so we just stuck a octave on it and used this like a space echo sound, and it just gives it a kind of updated sound, like an updated version of that. So. This next patch is called Melody Calling. It's a really simple reverb with a touch of delay. And the idea is that it kind of fills in the space of the, you know, the riff or whatever, and it just gives it a little bit of reflection, kind of a little bit less jangly and a bit more kind of ethereal and like dreamlike. This next patch is called Blow It Up. It's not a sound that actually features very heavily in the song, but we use it in places live, and it's a kind of fuzz with a tremolo with a really heavy depth, and it fills the space in a kind of, it's just like a super chaotic sound, really. This next patch is Post-Breakup Sex. It's a really simple, heavy reverb patch, and it was something that we used a lot on our first album. Because I think when you Reverb can be a really simple way to kind of blend different sounds together, and it's like, you know, if you're singing in a church or something and everything just kind of magically makes friends with each other, you know, sonically. And it's really simple, but it's definitely a great way to make something really simple sound really good. This next patch is the Bad Mood. It's a sound from the solo, and it's again, it's super simple. It's just a heavy distortion sound, but with a long delay trail on it, which means that for a part like this, the part kind of starts overlapping and talking to itself, and just makes it generally a bit more interesting.